What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video, and welcome to another edition of Saturday Night Beer Reviews. Guys, today I have a beer from the Anheuser-Busch InBev company. This is their Budweiser Freedom Reserve. This beer comes in at 5.4% alcohol by volume. I don't know what the IBUs are. I did not go to tapintoyourbeer.com, where you can probably find what they put, the ingredients into this beer. Maybe just a little bit of other information on here. Did not go to Beer Advocate or Rate Beer or Untapped to try to get any idea with this beer. Probably pretty low scores considering it's a Anheuser-Busch InBev product, but I ignore all that stuff, guys. All that is just noise to me. But I've had this beer plenty of times before. I bought a six-pack. I believe I paid $7.99 for a six-pack, which in today's world is actually pretty good. It has a commercial description on here that says this red lager is brewed with toasted barley grains for a slightly sweet aroma with a touch of hops, a rich caramel malt taste, and a smooth finish with a hint of molasses, inspired by George Washington's recipe. Don't necessarily know if they've got George Washington's recipe here, guys, but the bottle looks eerily similar to the 1933 repeal lager for that one. That one was at the almost at the 6% level, if not at the 6%. I can't really remember. And also, it looks very similar to the Coors Banquet style beers. That kind of I don't want to say it's the grenade style or the barrel style with this, but it looks kind of similar to it. I will say that. But guys, let's go ahead and crack the sucker open and see what we get. Quit jibber jabbering. Twist off cap. You're not going to need a bottle opener, although you really can if you want, but this is a twist off. There we go. Let's get into my Samuel Adams glass. It's kind of really the only glass that I got other than my Atwater Brewing, but I figured I'd get the Sam Adams glass in here. But let's get into this glass here. A little bit of smoke coming out, not too bad. I've had this beer, like I said, 5 times. This is the 6th time for this beer. Trying to get an idea of what I'm going to get with this beer. There we go. I think I've got a pretty good idea of what the red lager is going to be. All right, guys, as I bring it back in here into the light, it's actually daytime still. It's pretty cool out. Had a rain front come through, so it's kind of cool outside. That's why I'm not outdoors. But guys, it's kind of settled down to a little bit more than a finger head, probably about a finger and a half. Ascending bubbles coming up on here. It looks pretty red, maybe like a red lager, amber ale, that sort of thing. It's pretty clear. I can see right through it. Looks kind of like a George Killian style, if you kind of think of that kind of beer style. That's kind of what I'm getting here. I'm going to bring this back here a little bit so you guys can see the beer a little bit better. But yeah, kind of looks like your George Killian style beer. If you were to probably put this against it, it would probably look really good. Probably look pretty similar too. All right, guys, let's get an aroma test on it, guys. Let's see what we get. You can tell it's with that lager yeast for sure. Getting slight caramel notes, kind of a sweetness too from the malts that they've used. Pretty close to what the commercial description says. Yeah, slight caramel, slight. I'm not getting any hops, although maybe a slight sweetness from the malts that they're getting on here. I'm getting a little bit of a mineral water smell too. I think I'm starting to come down with a cold here because my throat's getting a little sore. All right, that's kind of all I'm really getting here, guys. Sweetness, a little bit of caramel, the lager yeast that they've used, and a little bit of mineral water. All right, guys, let's throw this down the gullet. Let's see what we get. Bottoms up. Cheers, guys. You can tell it's a lager. You can tell it has that lager taste to it. It's not really anything from the beer, but it's crisp, it's cool, it's refreshing. I know those aren't really characteristics from the taste of the beer, but they're characteristics of kind of like a typical Budweiser beer. This one to me is a little on the light side. I would say that it's probably right about to the Budweiser level. I can't remember what the 1933 Reserve had with this, but I think it's probably right along those lines there, even though that one was a little bit above in the ABV profile. Goes down smooth. You could probably crush this, kind of be one of your session beers. I've noticed that kind of Budweiser starting to kind of dip their toes into the craft beer market, even though their stuff is still pretty much on the light side. I think they've done a good a good thing with the red lager. Not many breweries come out with a red lager or a red ale, for that matter. It's very hard to try to find a red beer around. George Killian's is the only other one that mass produces one, I think. At least at the level that they're producing it at. That's for the Molson Coors, Miller Coors company, whoever. Molson Miller Coors, I guess is kind of what you probably could say now. But getting back to this beer here, it kind of tastes very similar to that. It can compete with that beer. To me, if you're kind of looking for a light red ale, you could go towards this or go towards George Killian's. I believe they're just about done coming through with this style of beer. I don't know if they're actually brewing it anymore, but I like it. It's like I said, it's light, it's crisp, cool, it's refreshing. It's probably on to the mouthfeel of the Budweiser level beer. Budweiser seems to make, to me, at least that division of Anheuser-Busch, seems to make the best beers. I would like to see, and I know I'm kind of getting off topic here a little bit, but I like to see them bring back the Busch series of the signature copper lager that they have. I think that was an outstanding beer. I think it's probably better to have it in a limited run on that one for kind of a brown style lager. I thought it was very good. Very, very good. Probably one of the best beers Anheuser-Busch made in some time. But this is kind of dipping their toes into the craft beer game. I would like to see them maybe try to make a stout or a porter for a Budweiser, or maybe a IPA for that matter, to kind of see if a macro lager, mass-produced macro style macro company can actually brew an IPA or brew a porter or brew a stout, that kind of, or even a ghost or something like that. I think they can. They just have to get the resources in to do that. I know that they can. It's just that, will it be accepted by the craft beer world? But for this beer, guys, I know I kind of got off topic there. But for this beer, I'm actually liking it. I drank the whole 6-pack. I think it's a very good beer. I'm glad I got the opportunity to try it. Overall score for this beer, guys, knowing that it's a red lager, knowing that it comes from a macro company, knowing that it's light, all that sort of stuff, you got to know what you're drinking. I do think it's an A category beer. Like I said, there's not very many red lagers or red ales around that you can find, at least up here. That's pretty much a dominant of IPAs, porters, stouts, that kind of beer style. Anything else is very, very hard to find. You're going to have to search for it. So, with that being said, I'm going to give it an A score. I'm going to give it probably like in the 4 levels. If it's on a 5-star level, right around a 4 level. If it was on a 100-point scale, which I use, I like it at probably at a 92, probably about an A-, right around there. Just not quite to the A level, but it's getting there. I would like to have them see a little bit more body to it and a little bit more of the red qualities to come out into the beer. I think this is a very good attempt at it. I'm not dogging them at all. As you guys know, I'm a macro lager drinker, the Bud Miller Coors style. I like that style of beer. This is a very, very good beer. It's very well made. It's not anything you should be sticking your nose up at and thinking, I'm not going to buy it because it's a Budweiser beer. Everyone that I've seen that had this beer said that they had liked it and it was a very good attempt at it. I would agree with that. I like the 1933 Repeal Lager, or the ale, I think it was a lager, and the Freedom Red Lager too. I like it well. I'm willing to see what they come out for the fall months and for the winter months for this beer. I wish like I said, I want them to try to kind of expand a little bit, maybe to do an IPA or a porter or maybe an amber ale or something like that. I know they have the resources to do it. It's just, I don't know if they want to go down that road, but I would like to see them at least attempt it to try to see what feedback they get from people. But yeah, guys, I like this. An A-, a 92 I think is a good score. Very good score. But guys, let me know what you guys think of the Budweiser Red Lager. I like it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and also do a like, subscribe as well. And as always, guys, if you've had too much to drink, please get a designated driver. You guys should know my spiel by now. If not, I'm going to do it one more time for you. If you're going to be here on Drive Home Drunk, just be forewarned, you're going to get pulled over. They're going to make you do the stupid-ass sobriety test, make you look like a fool. Then you get thrown in the cop car, go to jail. Then you're going to have court fees and then possible prison time. And then if you hit or kill somebody, you guys, you know you're going to be in the slammer for a while. And if you kill yourself, all you've done is hurt your family and friends. You put yourself 6 feet under, all right? Just sleep off your buzz, get your car the next day, have somebody else get you a ride back to your place of living or to a buddy's house, just somewhere where you're safe and you can come back in the next day and get your car, because if the impound fees are really all you've got, that's very That's the least of your concerns, let's put it that way, upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars for a DUI. All right, guys, come back Wednesday when I do another beer for Wednesday Night Beer Reviews, where I pull a beer out, and we'll see how that does, guys. Guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces, guys. Take care.